Porsche Sixt Carrera Cup Deutschland.
There will be lots of drama, that is for sure. The gloves are off.
Jetzt aber Attacke da vorne. Da musst du alles auf den Punkt bringen.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, da geht einer massiv fliegen.
What an amazing move!
Gibt's schöneren Rennsport?
The grand finale, starring Robert de Haan and Alessandro Ghiretti. The location, the Hockenheim Ring in Baden-Württemberg. Arriving at the Porsche Experience Center, it's where the two rivals meet before the final event. Over coffee, a quick chat before the race weekend begins. The two opponents in the championship getting ready for the battle for the title. The tall Dutchman against the French Porsche Junior.
Great achievement for the team and myself to arrive here leader in the championship for whole first year for the team and myself in this championship. So we are happy and we are ready to give it all now.
It's also his goal.
I'm really feeling confident. After Red Bull Ring we showed our pace, we really had great speed and testing here already has been going well. So the championship, the race, nothing is over until the last round and the last lap of the race.
Robert de Haan versus Alessandro Ghiretti.
He's driving fast, he's driving well. That's why I think he's also a contender for the championship.
Ghiretti leads de Haan by 12 points.
Yeah, he's a good driver. He's won Super Cup this year, of course, so well done to him for that. It's been a really hard fight there as well between him and me.
The Carrera Cup title, for both well within reach.
If we are leader, means we did a good job so far. And yeah, it's important for us that we showed and we shy the whole season.
Yeah, I just need to score maximum points like I did in Red Bull Ring and finish in front of my competitor.
Warming up once more before the final. Giving it their all on the dynamic track, not for points, just for some good, clean fun.
Well, my first time was when I was 14, so when I got my racing license, so it's quite a while, but I know good handling car, the Porsche is really nice and you can predict really easy what the car is going to do, so it's fun.
The two guys in the GT3 are trying to get the car to slide nicely, triggering drift, and holding it for a moment. Now they're even taking it up a notch with a deliberate 360-degree spin before stabilizing the car again.
360 left and turn right. We do some slippery exercise. It's really cool. A lot of fun. Those cars just make it to drive.
Warming up for the races in Hockenheim for the grand finale in the Porsche Sixt Carrera Cup Deutschland. Who will be crowned the 2025 champion? We'll find out in the next few minutes with the highlights from Hockenheim. The Hockenheim Ring's my second home track.
It looks simple, but most of the times, yeah, it's difficult, tricky. You get some understeer, some oversteer, some sliding.
Direct corners and you don't really have any long corners. They are all very sharp.
The Hockenheim Ring in Baden-Württemberg, venue for the last two races of the 2025 season. Hockenheim's always a great season finale. It's great that motorsport generates so much enthusiasm. It's special for us drivers too. Full house at the finale, Saturday and Sunday at the Hockenheim Ring. I look back on a very exciting 36th season where everyone brought great battles and competed in a very fair and professional manner. Whether the ProAms, the talents, or even in the overall standings, many races offered great fun for the viewers at home. Who will win in the individual classifications? He's starting from P2 on Saturday, but with no chance at a title. Front row's a good opportunity to finish the season on a high note. That's what I'll try to do.
28 others alongside Theo feel the same way. Alexander Tauscher then goes from pole position, no longer in contention for the championship. However, these two, Robert de Haan cracking his knuckles there, and Alessandro Ghiretti, get ready for this, the final showdown at Hockenheim. Let's get ready to rumble! All the cars will head towards turn number 1. Alessandro Ghiretti with more work to do than many because of a penalty. He starts from P13. Into turn 1, Alexander Tauscher running a bit wide then, as many do through turn 1. This is Robert de Haan then. Like you need any reminding, he and Alessandro Ghiretti, of course, in the championship chase. That's Robert de Haan locks up and sends plumes of tyre smoke. Janis Stiak we ride on board with right now, of course, bringing tyres up to temperature into the hairpin for the first time of asking then. Alessandro Ghiretti coming through, Ahmed Al-Shahab also doing the same, and remember, Rubin is racing, and there's a lot of that in this wonderful one-make championship. Now, as we go back on board looking at last year's Pro-Am champion, Søren Spring, who loses the back end of the car and makes contact with the barriers.
I'm fine, nothing serious. I don't know what happened. I skidded over the rear axle and flew off the track. Maybe the tires were still cold. We'll analyze the video later.
Oh, Søren, and as we look here in super slow-mo replay, you can see it was a huge impact, and of course he would be taken to the medical centre to be checked out. Red flag was flown, all the cars brought under the control of the safety car and brought back to the start-finish straight. And just a recap as to who is doing what. It is Tauscher leading the race, followed by Overhaus. Keegan Masters guest starter, then Robert de Haan Ghiretti already into the top 10. This is Jan Seifert then, getting something of a sprint on back to his car. I wonder if he has the same issues as I do, and it's all to do with bladder capacity.
I needed to pee. Red flag. I have a nervous bladder. They interrupted the race. I seized the opportunity and took care of business.
Jan, don't ever change, and thank you for entertaining. Right, let's get the race back underway then. It's been a long wait. Frustrating for Ghiretti. Here comes Alexander Tauscher then. Single file restart then as we get the race back underway here at Hockenheim. Heading towards turn number 1. You can see already many drivers, including the Keegan Masters, are very, very keen to move up the order here. Here is Theo Overhaus then controlling his car. And let's ride on board now with Robert de Haan as he goes through on the number 34 car, Theo Overhaus, or does he? Oh, a little bit of touch between the two of them, and for the moment, Robert de Haan has to back out of this. Discretion being the better part of valor. Think with your head. Alessandro Ghiretti chasing down Ari Alevi ahead. So we ride on board with Alessandro Ghiretti in the Schumacher CLRT car. Senna van Solen, Team 75 Bernhard, is just one of the drivers being pursued by Alessandro Ghiretti. In this race, he has but one objective, and that's to bank everything he can.
It's important to score points and to do not crash, so I couldn't give like full push, I had to take with care still. At the end, it's a good point.
A wise head on young shoulders. Ghiretti, 237, de Haan, 232. That's the live championship predictor if everything stays this way right now. And he has been doing a brilliant job because the roller coaster for the Frenchman means that he has charged through the field, taking P8, P7, 6 and 5, one by one. They have all lost out to the talented Porsche Junior. In the end, Ghiretti will secure 11 championship points. Damage limitation with a capital D, in my opinion. Also, in my opinion, is the save of the day from Michael Schrey.
I made a small mistake, almost risked my car and the result, but to win the race in the end is extremely nice.
So with a tad of opposite lock, sideways driving and a bit of luck, he managed to keep the car on track, a move that not only earns him a win, but also secures the championship title ahead of schedule, as neither Michael Esman nor Ahmed Al-Shahab can take the title from him in the final race. So, what might snap here, though, is someone's patience. We are picking up on a big battle that is going on between Janis Stiak and Flint Schering. We can see it from Alessandro Ghiretti's car. Now, first of all, there was some paint exchange going on, then it was a small parts exchange.
I got into a tough battle with Schering. We had contact in 4 or 5 consecutive corners.
In contrast to this, a completely clean overtakers. Robert de Haan goes through on Keegan Masters. Keegan making that very easy for Robert de Haan, who shows his appreciation and continues on his way. However, There's no appreciation from Alexander Tauscher, who has to dive into the penalty box here. Not a happy man.
I wasn't shown a track limit, got a penalty anyway, without warning. I had no chance to react, but I have to live with it.
Now, as we look at that again from up on high, it is a moment that perhaps has changed the course of the championship. De Haan, from that move, grabs the lead, and a little later, 25 points. That, of course, also means he gets the lead in the championship going into the final race.
I'm really, really happy that we got the win today. Tomorrow I just do the best I can, and best case scenario, we can finish on the podium both again, and then whole party.
A top result for the championship contender. His teammate Sacha Norden already had plenty to celebrate on Saturday. With 8 wins, he secured the rookie championship title ahead of schedule.
There were a lot of interviews where I already told you I don't care about the championship, but driving it today, I cared maybe a little bit more than I wanted to, but yeah, it's amazing.
It's his first year in the Porsche Sixt Carrera Cup Deutschland. Congratulations on winning the rookie title. It's fantastic for the team. I'm really happy for Sacha. He was able to secure the championship today. That's exactly what the team is all about. We want to bring young people to the forefront and enable them to take the next step. Sacha has had a great season. So, the new rookie champion is Sacha Norden.
When I started at 18 years old and now at 24 becoming the rookie champion in Germany is that's a really crazy feeling.
The overall winner in the Pro-Am class was also determined on Saturday. 42-year-old Michael Schrey showed his passion for motorsport with his 8th victory in this classification and enjoyed the early success. I was totally emotional. I even had tears in my eyes. It was a very special experience today. Just great. His team, Bonk Motorsport, with jubilation in the air. I'm super happy it worked out today. Now we can take tomorrow's race a little more relaxed. The Pro-Am Champion 2025, the well-deserved trophy for the driver who consistently dominated this classification throughout the season. Every title is great, no matter where you get it, no matter how you get it. Getting it in the Porsche Carrera Cup to win the Pro-Am classification is of course amazing. As a team, it's great. I'm also really happy for Michael. It's an awesome way to end the season. A perfect year for the Pro Amateur, driving his first season in the German Carrera Cup. Congratulations to the Pro-Ams, to Michael Schrey, who won the race here and secured the season victory. Congratulations to the new champion. It started up on the podium and continued when I got out of the car in the Parc Fermé. I'm sure it will continue throughout the day. It's wonderful. I'm enjoying it. His first year in the Porsche Sixt Carrera Cup Deutschland and, right from the start, finishing the season at the front of the Pro-Am classification. 19 years ago, he was still a rookie in the Porsche Michelin Super Cup back then. In 2006 and 2007, I competed in the Porsche Super Cup as part of the Formula One. Back then, I was alongside Uwe Alsen and David Seelens. It was a completely different time. Back then, I was still driving the 997 Cup. It was a lot of fun. It taught me how to drive. He can drive a car now and win races, the executive at Osnabrück Municipal Utilities. He has a job and it's not a cushy one, it's demanding. Then he has to find the time to race cars. He misses out on many test days that the other drivers have. That's what makes him so special.
Michael Bonk als Teamchef, als Teameigner.
I've known Michael Bonk as team boss and team owner for almost 20 years. Naturally, we talk more about the history of the Nordschleife, the Nürburgring, VLN, NLS. Beyond that, we also chat on a personal level now that we've become friends. That goes for the others too. When I think of Michael's brother and all the mechanics and engineers who are now involved, it's really fun to spend time with the guys and have them around.
Zeit zu verbringen und die alle sich rum zu haben.
For me, it's a different focus because I built and prepared the car myself, so it's a relief that all the hard work has paid off. Michael Schrey, who plans to end his motorsport career with the title. It's all come full circle this year with the Carrera Cup. It was a good 20 years ago that I had my first Super Cup season. Now, in the mid-2020s, I get to end my career here with Porsche. On the one hand, that's nice, but on the other, there's my family. They've put up with it for so long. My daughter is 7 now. You miss so many moments, especially on the weekends. At the end, it's nice to be able to say that you're satisfied and you're at peace with yourself. When things are at their best, it's time to call it a day. All the best, and thank you very much, Michael Schrey. The Porsche Sixt Carrera Cup Deutschland and the grand season finale at the Hockenheim Ring. One last autograph session for the many fans. Thank you to each and every one of you. 29 drivers will be back on the grid for the final race. We want to know who they think will be the overall winner. Who will be crowned champion of the Porsche Sixt Carrera Cup Deutschland?
Champion of 2025 is going to be Robert de Haan, because he's the quickest and he will make up in the race.
He's going to be champion because he already won Super Cup, and I believe in him that he will also win Carrera Cup Germany.
Robert, I fully believe in him.
Alessandro Ghiretti will win the championship this year. Over the last few days, he's shown once again how incredibly fast he is. He has learned from last year and will be smart this year. The other one's faster, but he's the smarter one of them. He's the better driver. Now I said it.
Robert, I'm sorry, but I think he will be the champion because of reasons out of your control.
Because he's taller than him.
I'd be happy for both of them, but ultimately I would bet on him. He has the killer instinct that'll be rewarded. This was the only picture left, right? In the prediction game, Robert de Haan has a slight lead. Preparations are underway, both on and off the track. The Schumacher CLRT team discusses strategy ahead of Sunday's decisive race. Chief engineer Benjamin Flock encourages his two drivers, Alessandro Ghiretti and Flynn Schuring. Don't make any mistakes in the race and score as many points as possible. The title is at stake, as well as the team standings. But there is no sign of nervousness.
I think to be nervous never helps, so I just try to relax, speaking with my teammate.
If I get the chance to help him, I will do. Also still in the fight for the third position, so that's also definitely a big one.
It's definitely going to be exciting. Robert de Haan has also been ready for a long time.
I'm already calm and relaxed. I watch the race on YouTube to see what they're doing. And yeah, you know, it's the finale, of course, but it's just another race for me. And I just have to do my job and do the maximum I can. And then at the end of the race, we see where we are. And what is clear is that if I want to win the championship, I need to finish in front of it.
On the grid, he is still 2 places behind Alessandro Ghiretti. I'm excited to see how it'll turn out. We have completed 15 races, and the 2 at the top are only 2 points apart. What more could you want? It'll be exciting right up to the end. An exciting final race is about to start at the Hockenheim Ring.
We have the best drivers on the grid. They are P1, P2, the best position, and track is clear. It's the best position to start the race in this condition, so I would not say nervous.
We'll start behind them and see where we end up. It'll be settled on the track.
This is it, the final showdown. The drivers are ready, the crowd is ready, and so are we. 30 minutes of non-stop hot rock to come. Ghiretti or de Haan, all or nothing, on board with Alexander Tauscher. De Haan, in the meantime, has had a fantastic start to this race. Ghiretti, however, runs wide, drifting far off the racing line, trying to build something of a slingshot. However, it's an illegal move, which means he'll have to give that position back later. And of course, it was against Robert de Haan. At this point, Flynn Schuring is already gone. Ghiretti tangling with Theo Overhaus. A strong start to the race for the German Porsche Junior, aiming to turn a disappointing season into a positive finale.
Last year, we were 3rd in the championship. This year, I'm P9. That was quite a blow this year.
Theo Overhaus then, Porsche Junior, somewhat downtrodden by the pace of de Haan. The championship leader then, decisive, fully focused and targeting, of course, the title. To the delight of the team, and team boss, and they appreciate what he's doing at the start and also through the first turns.
My start was insane, straight away into second, but then some cars overtook me outside the track. Luckily I got that position back, and after that the race was very settled down.
There is concern at Team Schumacher CLRT, because for the French squad it's not just the overall standings, they're fighting for the team championship too. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Ghiretti, though, still in front, just 2 points ahead of de Haan. However, the mandated position swap will mean that de Haan will be 6 points clear. So they go bumper to bumper. The two most dominant drivers over the entire season are chasing each other around at Hockenheim here. I guess a scene that is unlikely to change in the laps that are still to come. Heading up towards the hairpin now. Let's ride on board with Alessandro Ghiretti. There is no better picture than this. Well, perhaps this picture right now. It's the live standings in terms of the Drivers' Championship. Robert de Haan, 264. Alessandro Ghiretti, 258. 6 points the difference now. So into the stadium section of Hockenheim we go. And on board with the newly crowned rookie star Sacha Norden, chasing down the brightly coloured talent pool driver Keanu Bloom.
I tried to get past Keanu Bloom. We were very close. It was a cool maneuver. I tried a lot, even in the hairpin. The fire was there.
On fire. No description more apt for what drivers, teams and fans were feeling in the final laps of the season. 3 laps from the end, Schrey beginning to slow. De Haan and Ghiretti closing in more and more. Quite clearly, the plan of the two black and gold CLRT drivers is clear. While Schrey holds back de Haan, Ghiretti should slip past him and take the championship to France. But the Dutchman in the white and blue Proton Huber Competition car isn't going to give in without a fight. De Haan battles for every inch of the track. Eyes glued to the screens at the command center. From the monitors, it looks like the maneuver might just work. De Haan is boxed in. Ghiretti moves alongside his bigger rival. Schrey continues to brake, and then... a crash, a spin, and Schrey is out, and de Haan is through! Sad faces on one side. Because the game of the Schumacher cars has failed. Robert de Haan is heading towards victory. And as he rounds the final turn and heads towards the checkered flag, Robert de Haan can call himself champion of the Porsche Sixt Carrera Cup Germany. What a moment for the young Dutchman. Ghiretti, however, absolute heartbreak. De Haan will do donuts, the fans will go wild, and so too will de Haan's family.
Champion, yeah, it's unbelievable. I just gave everything what I could, and I just had to do what I had to do, and that's what I did.
Alessandro Ghiretti finishes second in the race and becomes a disappointed runner-up in the championship.
It was a chaotic last lap. It's not a beautiful way to end the championship like this. By getting hit, we see the result out of it.
That's just not fair racing, and that's not how you can play games. And yeah, I'm sorry for him, but for next time, just don't do it.
The Dutchman wins the championship title in his second year. Congratulations to the 2025 champion at the end of another exciting season. We can also raise a glass to the winner of the team classification.
We are team champion for 1 point. Amazing performance from the team. Amazing performance from the drivers who were most of the season very, very competitive. And so yes, it's amazing for all the team. We are very, very happy.
Congratulations to the team, which also provides the new champion in the Porsche Sixt Carrera Cup Deutschland.
My grandma was here, my girlfriend was here, the whole family was here, and they all showed me winning and putting an amazing weekend. And yeah, that even feels more special.
A very special weekend with a season-ending party at Porsche after the grand finale as part of the DTM. You could see again this weekend how many spectators came to the track. What a great event this is. It's very enjoyable working with the DTM. It's clear to us that we'll continue to use the DTM as our main platform in the coming years. A successful evening, a magnificent season.
This was the 2025 season with your 2025 driver champion here, and I see you guys soon.
Thank you, Robert de Haan. Thank you, everyone, for another exciting season.
It's 2 wins out of 2 from Robert de Haan.
Und da geht der erste Fliegen.
Alessandro Ghiretti.
Erster Laufsieg.
A second ever win for Jarostiak. Big accident. De Haan's got a puncture.
Unfassbar, was hier geschehen ist.
Wout van Aert,
Erster Sieg.